everyone, and welcome back to Two Bros Hot Takes, where we watch a movie and then tell you if you should watch a movie. I'm your movie-watching host, Older Bro.
I'm your other movie-watching host, Younger Bro.
And today, we decided that we weren't happy with watching a single musical, so we watched a second musical.
Yep, this one had a lot of music.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Disney princess movie. Of course it does.
It is. But she's not a princess.
But yeah, but a lot of people think she is. You know, I think that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson thinks that he's Deadpool because he just recognizes I can break the fourth wall and directly talk to the audience whenever the fuck I want.
that was great.
Just
like a really great moment in the movie. But yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess as always, did I like the movie?
Yeah, as an aside, what's your thoughts on the movie?
Okay. I want to make absolutely clear. I liked the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I liked the first movie.
Yeah.
I thought the movie was great. The first movie.
Yeah. First movie was a very good movie.
This movie, I can see what they're leading up to.
Honestly, I'm not even 100% sure what they're leading up to, but like I can see things they could do.
It feels like a Kratos situation.
Yeah, but that feels like that's probably Maui's story, if anything. I don't think that they go in that direction with these movies, but I'm like, but I agree with you. It's like, I can tell they want to lead up to something, but I've not figured out what they want to lead up to.
So, this movie, it's just a lead up to the third movie. That's all this movie is.
Yeah, to an extent. This has its own story. The plot makes sense. The characters are enjoyable, but it's like...
Yeah, all the characters are enjoyable, but the plot, kind of hard to follow, honestly.
It's weird to say that, because like, it's a very simple plot in terms of what they're doing, but I can agree with you to an extent. It's like, there's a lot of moving parts in this plot, and there's a lot of people, and it's interesting.
Yeah, also, that one ancient drum that they had in all the trailers that she was banging on, trying to communicate with people.
Yeah.
They don't do that.
I was gonna say, I just presumed that was footage from the first movie. I didn't even think that was actually new footage.
That was new footage.
Yeah, no. I think we need to recognize that at this point, movie companies are purposely not including the stuff from the trailers in the movie. So I think whenever we see a trailer from now on, we should just presume those scenes aren't actually in the movie. None of them are. Because the Maui scene with him talking about chicken and eggs is not in the movie. He references it, which implies that they did film it and intended it to be in the movie, but it was cut.
They redid it.
Yeah. They did it later in a completely different context, but it was nothing resembling that scene. So it was just a passing comment, but it's like, yeah.
But yeah, I thought the whole movie, how they start this new adventure, she bangs on the drum and somebody answers.
Yeah, no.
And then they go search for them.
Nope. Yeah,
they kind of do that, but it has nothing to do with the drum.
Yeah, the drum's not there, but vaguely the plot
is
still the same.
But the plot is still the same.
Yeah, so it's like, I guess mostly what I'll say is that, I'll agree, this movie felt more like a setup for a larger movie to come, but I still enjoyed watching it. It was not a disappointment to me.
No.
It was just fine.
I didn't feel disappointed. I didn't hate anything in this movie at all.
Yeah, just it was fine.
It had its moments. Movie. Yeah. I don't think I really have a lot of complaints other than it was kind of hard to follow.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Yeah. I'd still go watch it in theaters again.
Yeah.
I'd say it's worth that.
Yeah. I don't know if I'd watch it in theaters again, but I enjoyed it, and I would still recommend people watch it. It's a good movie.
The one other thing that they nail in this movie is the animation.
Animation looks...
Holy shit, they did really so well.
I don't know that I'd...
beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know that I'd say the music was as good as the original Moana, but there is some good music. There's some good music in this movie.
Yeah, I also felt like the songs didn't capture that much, but Moana did wicked better. like the beginning song. I like the beginning song.
Younger bro
so
just
much
really
more.
does not like No One Mourns the Wicked.
Not in the movie
Yeah.
version. Like the actual version.
I was gonna say the actual version.
I heard the actual
it's, like,
version,
not
and I
super
told you
different.
it said
Yeah.
it sounded
Yeah.
better.
I legit don't know what the difference Younger Bro's complaining about is, but yeah, apparently the Broadway version he likes better than the movie version.
Somehow.
So regardless, yeah, I'd say it's a good movie. Music's okay, if not good. There's some good songs and there's some just good songs.
Yeah.
Sorry.
There's not a lot of outstanding songs except one, but I'll talk
Yeah.
about that one later.
But yeah, overall, it's a good movie. Setting up for future movies. We will see if those future movies happen.
Yeah.
So, anything else we want to talk about before we move into spoilers?
Not really.
Okay, so yep, we're moving into spoilers now for anyone who don't want to see that. Otherwise, sure, go watch the movie.
Yeah, I want to say, I have two favorite scenes in this movie.
Sure.
The first one was seeing the whale shark. That looked fucking amazing.
Sure.
And I knew it was going to be the tribe guy. That's what he reincarnated as. I'm like, so who are you in the trailers? I knew it was going to be somebody.
Yep.
And then when they started talking about the previous chieftain, I'm like, it's him.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
So his design of his whale shark looks amazing.
Yeah, absolutely great design.
And the Bat Lady singing "Sing."
Yep,
That is the best song in the movie.
The
Get
vibe I got
lost.
from that song was
I thought she was playing her, honestly.
well, yeah, no, I absolutely thought she was playing her, but also the vibe I got from that song was it reminded me a lot of The Princess and the Frog from the I Got Friends on the Other Side song.
Yeah.
Like it reminded me a lot of that, and I was like, this song is like it is such a different vibe from all the rest of the songs in the movie, but it's really good. And yeah, I agree. I wholly thought it was like, oh no, she's fucking with her. And it's like, no, she's been fucking with Maui. Because Maui is kind of a prick. Yeah, he's Maui. So she's been messing with him. But Moana, she 100% respects and is actually offering good advice of like,
yes, even
you
if
can't follow just a straight path because you're a wayfinder. There might not be a path. You have to find a path.
Even if she is like kooky and out there, she actually does mean well.
Yeah, it's she feels like a good counterbalance against Maui of just like weird, but in a completely opposite way to him.
Maui looked good today.
Yeah,
she was one of the
I'm
best
sure she was very happy that Maui was not there to hear that at the time.
God, she one of the best characters.
Yeah,
honestly.
she was great. Absolutely great.
I liked the coconut scene.
Yep, the coconuts, all the stuff with the coconuts is really good. The coconuts play a major role in this movie.
We're not going to exactly spoil how, but it does contribute pretty heavily.
Very important. Now, how did you feel about the fact that they have a crew this time? Because I'm a little bit mixed on the crew overall.
Okay. It makes sense that they got the blacksmith for the ship.
the shipbuilder. The
Like,
shipbuilder,
she was great.
excellent. Yeah.
Another one of the best characters in the movie.
Yeah. Fanboy
was
kind of cringe because he's a fanboy, and that's just how he is.
honestly, I'm like, unless he's the future husband of Moana,
no,
I don't know why he's here.
I'm reasonably certain at this point that Maui is the future husband of Moana. Like I'm reasonably certain that ain't no human good enough. But regardless of that, it's.
And then the old man, he was great too.
Yeah,
I fucking loved him.
I love the fact that they're just like, well, we're gonna need food, and then did basically nothing to do with that. Like he vaguely
tried.
helped, but it's just like he's on a fucking boat.
What is he gonna do?
Yeah, I thought they were gonna build like a much larger boat and have like the underdeck area where they have like sleeping and also like they're gonna try to build like not a full arc, but like something like that, like a 2 or 3 level ship.
No.
Where it's like, okay, yeah, maybe you can have like a greenhouse effectively inside the ship, sure, but no. He gets a tiny area with 3 to 10 potted plants, and depending on the scene, and they die. It's just like, well, you tried. We'll do better next time.
Yeah. So, honestly, the odd man out is the fanboy.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Again, he's not a bad character.
No,
he's
he's
just
not.
he's just off-putting because he is who he is.
I thought for sure he was dead.
Yeah.
In that one scene, I thought he was dead.
This is what happens when you fanboy over me too hard. You die.
Die.
No, he lives. But yeah, it was all the stuff up to that point. I was like, okay, I understand why they need to come together, but frankly, I think that her and maybe just the boat girl would have been plenty. They could have just had the Moana and her, and probably would have been fine.
Yeah. The only other thing I can think of that's worth note is they don't even fight the big bad.
No.
Necessarily. They fight his curse.
Yeah. Yeah, they fight. Usually, I think the term that's used in this context is avatar. They fight basically his representative on Earth because he is currently not there.
They fight his Ultra Instinct clone.
Sort of. But no. His curse is there and they're fighting his curse. Yeah. I appreciate how much Maui in this movie is desperately trying to be like, no, I'm a loner. I don't need a team. And so I guess he's trying to play his Fast and the Furious character.
Oh yeah.
But everyone else is just like, no, you have to work together in this. That's the whole point of this curse. You have to work together.
But yeah, the only other thing that I can think of that was worth noting is Moana basically becomes another Maui.
Yeah, she's a demigod. Yeah, she straight dies and is straight revived. And it's just like, okay, well, I guess now...
I thought she was going to die and reincarnate into something. They were like, no, this girl needs to live.
Yeah. Because she is one with the water, effectively. So it's like...
Yeah, and that would make her really freaking powerful. Like,
yeah.
Gosh. If she can basically control all of the planet's ocean. Because
absolutely.
I'm not even sure if it's Earth
That's
anymore.
the other thing. That was one of the key reasons they had to have the curse basically divide the island from the rest of the ocean. Because if otherwise she could just literally part the Red Sea and walk onto the island. So yeah, they had to physically separate the island into another dimension, effectively, so that the water could not come to her. Because otherwise, she'd just win.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, there is a mid-credit scene. There's no end-credit scene, we assure you.
Yeah.
And it's, like I said, it's a setup for movie 3.
It's a Marvel end-credits scene, where it's like, yes, I guess I'm gonna have to come. Yeah, he was literally Thanos saying like, okay, I guess I'm up next. And yeah, we're not even remotely done.
Yeah, so they hinted at third movie.
Yep.
Honestly, I don't know if they can top that first movie. I feel like
I think
movie 2 is a tier below the first
movie. It is a step down from the first movie, but it was still a good movie. It's definitely a movie though that's like they should not do worse than this for the next movie, or else it's going to be a problem.
I fear it's just going to be as good as the second movie. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be...
Which, again, would be fine. We would be disappointed a bit, but fine. Because there was good songs in this movie. There were good moments in this movie.
Yeah, but the only memorable one I can think of in this movie was Get Lost.
Yeah, again, Get Lost was great. The
beginning movie.
Yeah.
The beginning song.
Yeah, the beginning song's great. But yeah, I liked the hey, I understand that things are getting tough and I'm going to do my best to cheer you up, but I'm Maui and literally can't do that. So, here's song montage of me desperately trying to overcome my inability to have any emotional connection.
I thought that was kind of stupid, but...
Yeah. But again, it's that's Maui's character. He's kind of stupid. It was fine. It's not the greatest thing, but it was fine. But I'll agree with you. There weren't any bad moments. There was nothing that's like, this movie is being held back because this moment was in the movie. It was just like,
No.
yep, it's a perfectly standard, good movie with some moments that were outstanding and some moments that were not outstanding. But there was not anything bad in it.
Yeah, so I'd say it is still a movie worth watching in
Yeah.
this theater a second time.
Yeah.
But maybe only one more time.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't go beyond 2.
Like I've said, I'm a person who almost never watches anything a second time in theaters. There's 100% movies that we've both said are both like very excellent movies that we would heavily recommend. I would not go watch in theaters again. The only movie I even considered going to watch again was like Code White.
Oh yeah, that one was yes.
Yeah, that's like, but again, it's like you have to be such a standout movie that it's like, no, I need to go watch this immediately again. There's almost no movies that I would do that for, but yeah, it's a movie that I wouldn't say it's a movie where it's like, if you want to wait for it to come in or leave theaters, you can do that. But like, it's not a movie that you should avoid going to the theater to see. If you have the time and want to see a movie in theaters, sure, go watch this one. Why not?
Yeah, otherwise...
Probably gonna be better than Mufasa.
Yeah, guys, don't expect us to go see that in the theaters.
Nope.
We're only not, because I'm slightly interested in it, and Older Bro has no interest at all.
Yeah. My policy is they should animate the movie, for fuck's sake.
So if we ever do a hot take on
You know
it,
what would have been a great art style for the Lion King movies? The one from The Wizard of Oz, where they animated the lion, and it looked like Aslan. It looked like a lion. Sorry, from Wicked. Where they animated the lion, and he looks sort of like Aslan. He looks like a standard lion. That's what Mufasa should have looked like in the new movie. They should have just made it look even better than the original. But no, we have to have a different take on it. And it's like, it just looks like crap.
Yep, so we're not going to go see that in theaters.
Nope.
Like I said, if we do a hot take on it, it's going to be at home.
Yeah. So, we'll see what we can do. But I would not expect it.
Otherwise, if I had to rate this movie, maybe like a low 80.
Yeah. I often do not rate the movies before watching it, but yeah, I could probably agree to that. Like, it's a decent movie.
Like, I don't think it deserves anything below 80.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
Yeah.
So that's a good segue for the final part of the review, where we look at the critical consensus and see what the audiences and critics think about things.
Short-ass review.
Yeah, it's a very short review. So, for Moana 2, we have 87 audience, 62 critics.
I don't know if I will agree to that.
Yeah,
like... What do the critics say?
Let's see what they have. Critical consensus. Riding high on a wave of stunning animation, even when its story runs adrift, Moana 2 isn't as inspired as the original, but still delights as a colorful adventure.
I somewhat agree to that.
I think the quote is fine. I think the quote overall, sure, absolutely.
But the percentage...
Yeah, it's like, I would say that, yeah, it's 70s to 80s. So I think that the 60s 2 is too low. I think the 87's a bit high. So it's like, but even still, I would lean towards the audience.
I agree to the audience.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I'll agree that, like, yeah, 80, maybe 75 at lowest. It's a decent movie. It is not as good as the original. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. It's a very short week this week. Not much to talk about. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this hot take. We will come back next time, which will not be next week, with a new movie.
Yeah. Break time.
We have a break. So, until then, we'll see you all on the next hot take.